support of the unnatural habits of women that this book provides was enough for the British court to ban it for a while. Also, in the media, you saw illustrations like this. So I don't know if you'll be able to see all of this, but there's a person that's on a cross, right? That is Radcliffe Hall, the author. Talking to Radcliffe Hall sitting on the cross is Cupid. And Cupid is making some, let's say, dirty gestures towards Radcliffe Hall. And then this is a gentleman who was popular at the time. His last name is James, who was a supporter of Radcliffe Hall. And Sappho, who is this person, is sneaking an issue of The Well of Loneliness into his pocket. So there's a lot going on. Yeah. But this was pretty common at the time for Radcliffe Hall to receive this type of response to her work. Many people wrote about, the degradation of the home because of this. The other thing that this book brought to the fore was promoting the image of lesbians as mannish or cross-dressing. And so this is the first time, this is a creation of the public imagination of lesbians. And so the first image that we have being put into popular imagination is of a mannish lesbian, a mannish woman. And that is something that never really goes away, even today. I think, this is a whole other project that I would love to do. I think this is the origin of feminine visibility. You have this moment where the popular imagination of a lesbian is that of a mannish woman, and that never goes away. So a lot of people didn't like this book. Stephen, is very self-deprecating and self-hating and really struggling with her sexual identity. And so a lot of people think that it reinforces ill treatment of oneself if you're queer. And so it has always been read with a bit of criticism, both from within the community and without. So, yeah. All right. So that's sort of the high points in popularity, broadly speaking. But let's look at sort of the cultural and textual shaping of the lesbian community. And to do that, we're going to start with spectacle. This photo is of Ma Rainey. How many people know Ma Rainey? Yeah. Famous blues singer. She's centered in the picture here. Do y'all know she was a lesbian? Yeah. Yep. So that's Ma Rainey. Fun fact, in order to combat the rumors about her being a lesbian, she did an on-stage marriage in a vaudeville act to a guy named Pa Rainey, which is how she got her name. So she always had this mythical heterosexual relationship, or marriage at least. There's probably no actual physical contact. Well, there wasn't any physical contact. It was really for show with Pa Rainey, who was also a vaudeville actor at the time. All right, so in the late 1920s, affluent pleasure seekers turned their attention to the spectacle of homosexuality, emerging in the mainstream amusement districts of Harlem and Chicago. It is in this engagement that a process begins through which modern notions of homosexuality and heterosexuality become more clearly established. And I don't know if y'all can see the quote, but in this quote from Evelyn Nesbit, who was a well-known, this quote's from 1925, and she's a well-known chorus girl and artist and model of the time. And if y'all, fascinating story, Evelyn Nesbit, just as a side tangent, her husband is accused of this horrific murder that captivated the United States in the 1920s, and so she had a whole other very interesting role to play in that. So if you ever want a fascinating little delve into the 20s, look up Evelyn Nesbit, and